Hello everybody, this is me, Super Money J, and welcome to a review video. And today I'm going to be reviewing something that I don't usually review on this channel, and that is the Time Special Edition Super Mario the All-Star Video Game Changer magazine. So this recently came out, like I think in April or March. I don't remember exactly when, but it did come out this year. And yeah, this is a nice little magazine to honor Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. And it's pretty cool because I've never seen Time magazine make one for Mario. I don't even know if they even do one on video games. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, this is my very first Time magazine, so forgive me if I'm not too familiar with how Time works and whatnot. So yeah, and it makes sense that for my first Time magazine, it only makes sense for it to be Mario related. So yeah, so here you can see this is what the front cover looks like, and you can see Mario right there, along with the 40 years coin, and then you have some like little stuff that mentions what's in this magazine. So you have like his friends and foes, Donkey Kong's legacy, and also how the movie works. There you go. My goodness. So yeah, so there you can see this is what the site looks like. Pretty cool. You have time right there, and then Super Mario, and then here's what the battle is like. You have some images. One from Super Mario Maker 2, and then the other one from the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and then you have like a nice little like description on the back that says Mario's magic. The mustachioed mainstay has been chasing power-ups and stomping Goombas for 4 decades. With the release of Super Mario Bros., Nintendo began an expensive franchise that now includes theme parks and feature films. So that's pretty cool. And then I will say, I got this off of Amazon for like 15 bucks. I do know that you can get this in stores also as well. But I will say, I think those are on display until like a certain date, which is May 23rd, 2025. I know that's stupid, but I don't know why that is. But yeah, so like there's like a barcode at the bottom here, and on the retail version of this, or on the installs version, I guess if you want to call it that. But yeah, and then on that budget, it does say display until May 23rd. So yeah, it does seem to be like a limited release, which sucks. But I don't know if that's the same for Amazon though. I don't know if Amazon will have this forever, or if it's also on, or if it's only going to be sold for like until May 23rd. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, either way, this is a magazine. And yeah, I don't know if this is a Nintendo official licensed product because I'm not seeing the Nintendo licensed product stamp anywhere on this magazine. So yeah, so maybe that's why it's only limited because journalism, and I maybe they get away with it too because it's journalism. Um, it's a lot different than like a book, where like somebody is there's only like one person writing the book and whatnot. Journalism, on the other hand, is like, oh, it's information going out to the public and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how that works. But moving on to the article, to magazine itself, this is a pretty cool magazine, and I love this a lot. For my first time ever with Time, oh my goodness, this was a pretty fun read as it does have some cool stuff in here. Oh yeah. So this has, let's see if I can go to the context page real quick. This has 96 pages worth of Mario information goodness. So there you can see the contents. And it talks about some stuff that's all over the place. It's like the origins of Mario and how it starts off with Donkey Kong. Then you have Mario's Maker, which is about Shigeru Miyamoto and um, specifically around the time of the 20th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. And how Shigeru Miyamoto showed up at Nintendo World to show in New York to celebrate the anniversary. Then you have like some other stuff like Mario's 3D transformation and the time that Mario went mobile with Super Mario One. And then you have some other stuff too, like some fun stuff like the best games and also some games that you should avoid, which by the way might be controversial to some people. I would say the expanded universe, like movies and whatnot. Um, it also talked about Princess Peach and how she's no longer a damsel anymore. Like how in the movie she's more like an action princess, I guess if you want to talk that. And also how Princess Peach does have her own game, like Princess Peach Showtime, which does show that this is a recent magazine too. But yeah, and then it also talks about the brand itself, like the movie and how that works. It also talks about the 1993 movie, which let me show that to you right now, because I know for some people they love that movie. I'm not a big fan of it myself, but I can see how some people can love it. But yeah, let me go to it. Oh, I think I missed it. Oh, yeah, look, flop or phenomenon today. There you can see that talked about the movie. It also talked about some like merch and whatnot. Here you can see the Universal theme parts. Let me see if I can get to the. Oh, then you can see like the wide world of merch. There you go. And then let me go back to like some of like the other actual information stuff. Like here, like in the very first page that you read, it says still super after all these years, and it talks about Mario as a whole. There's also a funny story about the Rio 2016 Summer Olympic Games and how at the end of the celebration, the Olympics it actually had let me see, the Prime Minister of Japan, in that little celebration and how he turned into Super Mario, which that was pretty cool. I love that a lot. I remember seeing it back then in 2016, and I lost my mind. But yeah, then like it does talk about some other stuff. So like here you have Mario's evolution. And it also talk like there's some cool stuff about it too, like and how like Donny Khan, how Nintendo got into the gaming sphere with arcade games. Then it also talks about Nintendo's origins as well. So like way back then in 1889, uh, how Nintendo was founded as a small business that produced and sold Japanese playing cards. So yeah, so it is pretty cool stuff all around. And then obviously, like I mentioned earlier, it does talk about Shigeru Miyamoto and how, for example, Mario's Maker and how it talks about his time on November 7th, 2010. Well, that was the day, as it says in the article, that was the day of the 40th New York City Marathon. And then it also talks about how in the year 2010 it would mark the 25th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. And then yeah, it talked about Shigeru Miyamoto at Nintendo store in New York. And then yeah, it also has like some like interviews with Shigeru Miyamoto, which is pretty cool. I do love that a lot. And you see that throughout this magazine as well. There's just a bunch of interviews and whatnot, and it's pretty cool. Um, like how in the 3D transformation, it talks about Super Mario 3D World with and there's an interview with the game director um, Koichi Hayashida. I might be mispronouncing that, and if I am, I'm sorry. But yeah, it also has some interviews with other Nintendo staff as well. And yeah, overall, it's just an awesome magazine overall. I will say there's one thing that I don't like about it. It's how it ends. It just ends abruptly, and I will show you that how it ends. So the last page, which some might say, "Hey, it's fitting," but the last page is the greatest of all time, and it talks about Bowser in this one paragraph, or not one, in this one page. And then yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Like after that, it's pretty much nothing. So I don't like how it ends just abruptly. Um, and so that kind of sucks. I would have loved it to see it end on like hey, Mario's been around for 40 years. Here's to another 40 more or whatnot. There's also some stuff that I would have loved to see that this magazine tackle, and that specifically the Wii U era where Mario was like also Nintendo as well. They were more playing it safe because that was a rocky time for them. Mario had like in the RPG, was very safe. So Paper Mario the Color Splash, which was very divisive for fans. Sticker Star as well. So, yeah, so I would have loved to see this magazine tackle some of like Mario's faults throughout the years because there were some, specifically with the movie, with the 1993 movie, which it does talk about. But yeah, but I mean overall, it's a fantastic read. I will say this is not like a book where it's more like a straight line. Um, Again, like this magazine goes through like different times. You had 2010, then you had jump to the time that Super Mario 3D World came out. Then you're going back to, um, 1889, which was Nintendo founded. But yeah, it also does mention some other stuff too, like how Super Mario changed platforming games forever, and it does talk about like here, like you can see like Astro Bot is mentioned, same as Sonic and Crash, same as well as Spyro. And yeah, it just talks about how Mario has been around for 40 years and changed the gaming landscape has evolved the gaming landscape for years and years, decades and decades. But yeah, overall, it is an awesome magazine, and I'm very happy to have this in my collection. I actually have two of these just because I wanted to have one to read and wanted them to like keep in a sleeve and whatnot. Just because this is very cool. And I will say, if you are going to buy this off of Amazon, just be aware that, your magazine might come with wrinkles and whatnot. So that be aware of that. If you are going to buy it in retail stores, you do have the option of, finding the best one finding the one that's in best edition. So yeah, but either way, again, a fantastic magazine that I do recommend any Mario fan picks up. I do hope that Time does more magazines on video games. Again, I don't know if they've done one or not. I'll have to go look that up. But yeah, overall, Time Special Edition Super Mario, the All Star Video Game Changer, is a great read, and I'm very happy to have this in my hands. And yeah, and I do recommend it to you all. So yeah, so that's pretty much gonna be it for this review video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and let me know what your thoughts are in terms of below. What do you think about this magazine? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you have one of your own, or do you plan on picking it up? And remember, apparently this is on display until May 23rd. So again, if you're gonna pick one up, might now would be the best time to pick it up before they might be off the shelves for good. So, yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. This is Simple Mind Jason, and I'll see you all in the next video.